TV. You're missing one. Lito, yeah. He wanted to friend me on Facebook, and I went, no, no. He wanted to friend me on Facebook.
What do you need, change? I only have 20s. You might ask them, they may be able to break it for you. Come on in. He's got the silent auction back there. The bar is here. And I'll take it that way. Right. Ding ding.
I need to be there for you guys. So how about a big round of applause for Bobby Lopez.
You know, I was walking out here and go, well, I should hope he's talking about me. Coming out here, walking all this way, and then he's not talking about me. First of all, thank you so much on behalf of all the family and friends. And at this time, we'd like you to stand for the national anthem. I was just kidding, we don't have one. But thank you anyway, that's a great standing ovation. And one more announcement before we say hi with you. We say hi to all the dignitaries out here. We have a Ford F-150 white pickup in the parking lot. Your lights are on, and your wife is still in the car. Got some good friends here tonight. I want to say I haven't seen this guy in a long, long time. One of my pals from way back in the days when I was Cowboy Bob here in San Antonio. Bill Drain, where are you, Bill? Not a nicer guy you're going to meet, absolutely. Especially when you borrow money. And Russell Velan is also here with us tonight. And Vanjie Flores. We appreciate you being here. And it's all from Margo. We got a great show for you tonight. Just incredible. And I do believe, talking backstage to these guys, that one of them, and you'll have to decide who it is, one of them took a DNA test and will soon appear on the Maury Show, hoping that he does not hear, "You are not the father." We got a great show, and thank you so much for being here tonight. And let me bring on the first comedian for you. He is the Latin lover, Richard Trevino.
What's up? Hey, make some noise. Where are my Latinos in the house? Make some noise, Latino! Hey, break this over. Back in the kitchen. I'm just kidding. You got about 3 minutes. All right, cool. Great to be here for a wonderful cause. I am Richard, the Latin lover, Trevino. That's my stage name from about 15 years ago when I started. According to my wife, it's just Latin right now. Latin lover, just Latin. Great to be here. I'm getting old, and I gotta tell you, I'm 61 years old, and I've been having senior moments since I was 50. And some of you know, I saw the people coming in, I said, this is my crowd, you know. And some of you are a lot older than me, so wake up, okay? All right. Do you take your medicines? Okay. Mine's at 8, so I gotta take those. That's why they put me on first, because I might not make it to the end of the show. So, you know. But I'm all right. Good to be here. But senior moments are crazy. I hate them because when I turned 50 is when it happened. At 49, he was getting those stupid mail, that spam mail, weird stuff like, you want to party with all these women and a donkey and a mule and a monkey? And the monkey caught my eye. Okay. And I said, no, you know, but the monkey was still in the back of the head. The next morning, the first thing, spam mail. I'm 50, right? I'm waiting, where's the monkey, right? And it said, how's your prostate? I said, what? Where's the monkey? Unless he's going to examine me, or maybe, I don't know. And then the next one was, AARP wants you. And I'm like, ah. But they give you a little bag and everything. It's pretty cool. I don't understand. My wife is older than me, a couple of years older. She's a cougar. Who am I kidding? She's a lot older. She's a saber-toothed tiger. One of the originals. I don't have a lot of teeth, but I went to the VA and my appointment's coming up. It's been 2 years, but it's coming up next week, I think. Yeah, that's just a preliminary one, you know. But a long story, but I went to the VA and they said, hey, you know, we can get you some teeth, and he gave me the tour of the place. I said, oh, that's pretty good. You know, he said, come back when you feel better, because I had diabetes, and, you know, type 2 in the house. Where you at? Type 2. Yeah, type 2. Type 1? Yeah, I have a few of you. Type 2 rules, yeah. So I went back there, and I said, hey, I'm here about the teeth. They said, yeah, we figured that. And took me a tour, and if you've been in a VA, it's like being back in the service. You're walking and walking and walking. So you get way in the back, you've probably never seen this, it's a real dark area. There's 2 double doors. And I'm getting worried, you know, because it's only me and him down there. And he goes, he opens the door and says, see all those guys in there? I said, yeah. I said, well, they're not going to make it, so pick out the ones you want. He said, wait, that is wrong. So I took 2. Senior moments are crazy, man. I can't hear my wife, she can't hear me. Some of you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm a comic, I walk in late, she knows I work late. When you went to eat, I go, what's wrong with my feet? I'm looking like that, you know, I can't hear. She said, we gotta get a cake for church. Well, let's go to H-E-B. We went to H-E-B, we're driving, we get over there. We get out, I close the door and I said, you know what? I can't find her. She's 3 feet behind me like this. I said, you forgot what you weren't supposed to get, right? She goes, yeah, so let's walk around the store. Maybe we'll remember. We were there 3 hours. We bought 3-4 bags of groceries and no cake. We live in an apartment. When you go in, the gate opens and you hit that little thing in the middle, and it triggered her brain or something. I'm like, whoa, she's the cake, you know. We wrote it down this time. We wrote it down. Oh man, you know, we don't party a lot anymore. I don't drink. She doesn't. Well, she drinks a little. Okay, she's an alcoholic. All right. This is a true story. I teach defensive driving, comedy defensive driving. I'm a comic, you know, and I know at 3 o'clock when I get off, I'm home by 3:30. She's on the couch, drunk. Bottle of wine here, wine dripping on this side, chocolate dripping on this. She's got a box of chocolate in her stomach, and she's eating the candies and drinking, and you know. And I come home and said, "What the heck did you do today?" She goes, You don't know my life. I said, I do know your life. I said, you don't know nothing about me. I said, what do you mean? I said, you know, I work hard. I said, what? You didn't do anything. The house is a mess. She goes, you know what I did today? I said, nothing. No. I built a barn. I fed the chickens. I got the crops. I said, what? Farmville on Facebook is not a job. So anyway, so we don't drink anymore. I don't drink anymore. 18 years, you know. We don't party. New Year's Eve, we watched the thing on TV, Channel 4, because Cleto said. We saw Channel 5 too, remember? Okay, we saw Channel 5 too. Yeah. We saw both of them. And then we went outside to see the illegal fireworks, you know, and just watched them. Then we went back in. And I said, you know what? I started thinking about it. We need to do something, because I'm tired of this. Let's go to Fiesta. Oh, great. Seniors, you know that's not great for us, right? Because number one, it costs a lot of money. 20, 30 bucks to park. Then you get out, you got to buy 2 tickets to get into any event, right? You know, that's 20, 30 bucks again. And then the food, you got to buy tickets, and we don't drink, but we get everything spilled on us, you know. And I used to drink, and I'm sucking with my shirt, you know, just... I remember, that's it, you know. It's a lot of money. So I said, we are going to find something. So H-E-B had this whole book on events for everybody to do a fiesta. And I looked through it and I found it. Guys, if you've never gone, you got to go. I'm telling you, Senior Fest. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's like, seniors in the house, I know you're here. She said, what, check it, you know, that one. Grandpas in the back. Sagging with their depends. I know. I had depends and they sag, but you know, you gotta be careful of the day, because they have days on it, like a Saturday, and I said, I got Wednesdays on. Well, you don't make anything that's okay, you know. No. So, that's an ugly thought. Okay, all right. So anyway, so seniors, and I do this, why, I don't know. It's a Senior Fest, so I look at it and say, listen, we're gonna go. Senior Fest, my wife said, aren't they going to be with old people? And my daughter lives with us because she's got some problems. She's got her 2 kids, we have grandkids that live with us. She's got some problems, health problems. The doctor said she's allergic to work. And I hear there's a lot of that going around too. Because I told her, so am I, mija, you know? Anyway, so Senior Fest, it's at Wonderland Mall. That's great. Number one, it's air conditioned. Right? It's from 9 to 1. That's plenty of time. It's free. Oh, that's even better. 9 to 1, we're up at 5 anyway, so what the heck, you know? Get over there, it's going to be great. They had events going on. My wife still did not want to go. So we end up going, and my wife said, oh, I'm so happy. I get to be with old people. You're with us every day. Come on, you know. So we get over there, and there was a sea of cars, and it was packed, and we're walking, and my wife said, and when you get, and I said, come on. The doors open. There was a sea of information. Oh my God, tables and booths, and I told her, see, my wife's gone again. I can't find her. She is gone. Whoa, all the way. And I said, well, I'll just go by myself then and walk around. I am passing people on walkers and wheelchairs. I felt healthy. I'm doing this. I'm like, hey, how's it going? You know, oh, very good. Hey, and that may not look fast to you, but I almost fell down right now. So that, you know, I got the diabetes shoes on, which looked like pilgrim shoes, you know. She stepped off the Mayflower.
One more chair, put it right here, there's a chair right there.
It's crazy, it's crazy. So we go around there. Oh, see, senior citizen. Okay, what was I saying? See, I hate that. As a senior. Okay, Wonderland. Okay, so it opens and there's people, all kinds of people, you know, and booths like crazy. Every medicine you can think of, every pill box you can grab. I see my wife, she's got like 30 back scratchers, you know, yeah. And all the pill bags, the little memo pads with Viagra, you know, and written all on there, you know. Oh, speaking of Viagra, let me tell you an experience. Not me, I didn't use that. The letter level does not need Viagra. If anything, I need something to slow me down. Like X-Lax. Has anybody like me had a Cialis moment? Cialis is that commercial where they're working on the yards. They accidentally touch each other's hands, right? And they go, hey. You know. All right, and then they turn into a cartoon. They're holding hands in two separate bathtubs outside watching the sunset. If that's an enhancement, you're not going to be sitting outside in two separate tubs watching the sunset, okay? We had a Cialis moment. My wife's cleaning the china cabinet. She's cleaning it, I don't know what she's cleaning, upward. It has shelves on it. I'm coming around the hall. She hits it. It starts to pop out. I reach in, she reaches in, I grab her hand and go, hey. That's a Cialis moment. My wife says, we're going to Sea Island. I said, no, we're not going to Sea Island. My daughter goes, I love Sea Island. No, the moment's dead. But anyway, we're back at Wonderland, right? And they got all these booths and stuff. And they had events for men and women. It was pretty cool. And for the men, they had a drooling contest. Oh yeah, drooling contest. It was great. Now they have a drooling contest, right? Got to show you. So I'm in front of a guy, and the guy's in a scooter, you know, real nice scooter, you know, and they put a cup right here. And then you turn and you drool, and the first one that fills it up wins. And the guy says, go, and I go, I need another cup, oh, I need another cup. I have 3 cups, I filled up 3 cups. The guy's getting mad over there. Hey, calm down, you know. And I won first place. The guy got mad. Said, he's cheating, he doesn't have any teeth. I said, sir, you could have taken yours out and you know it. He popped a wheelie and he took off, man. He got mad. Now, not to let the ladies feel bad. The ladies, they had games for the ladies too. My wife entered the connective varicose veins. Oh, that was good. And my wife won. It looked like from here to maybe, I don't know, the hill country. And I went around and enchanted rock and everything. And then right back to 35 or 10, you know, it was on there. And she won too. Then they had the best one ever. Rap contest. And my wife, I love to rap. I rap off the gift. I said, no, woman. Yo, it's rap. Yo, G. You know what I'm saying? It's rap. And she said, what do you mean rap? Girl, step aside, let me show you what it's like. So I entered the rap contest, and if you would permit me, I would like to close with my rap. Is that okay? Rap? No, let's hear yo. Oh, is it okay? Rap? All right. Let me get ready. Okay, first you gotta have the shades. Yeah. Gotta have the bling bling, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And if you can't have them, don't get all tied up either. What? Okay. All right. Woo! Yeah, that moment when you get up and like, whoa, hey, let everything slow down, the spinning stop. Darn it, I gotta do it again. Talk about, that was cracking, that was my body. That was not the stage. Gotta have the hat, but you can't just wear it, you gotta tilt it to the side, yo. All right. So this is my rap that I wrote and I won. I'm gonna play it, it's a senior rap. All right? Boom. They call me a senior, why? I don't know. I guess it's because I'm getting very old. I walk to the store cause I can't drive. The sun is so hot I'm breaking out in highs. That's a DJ. Creeping through the store like a Vietnam vet. Then I couldn't remember what the heck I came to get. All of a sudden I smell something tart. Then I realized I let out a big fart. But I'm getting old and I don't care. I blame it on the baby in the basket over there. Yeah, the one with no hair. Word to your grandma. Peace out, guys. I'm married to Richard. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
So far, so good. Woo, man. These guys are funny. Yeah, but looks are new thing. This next guy I met at a radio station when I was working up there at KTFM, and he was really interested in answering the telephones for me. He said, man, all those girls, man. What's up, but girls calling you, man? I said, well, you know, radio station, disc jockeys, you know how it is. But you can't go out and meet all the girls that you talk to on the telephone. I said, here's what you do. You have phone sex with them. How many of you out there have phone sex? Liars. Liars. You, sir, thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, it's, well, personally, I'll make a confession right now. I love having phone sex. It's just getting that receiver out of your butt that's a killer. Here comes our next comedian, what do you say? Jesse Angelini.
Oh my goodness, look at everybody here looking all pretty. I love the big crowds, you know. I don't do well in front of small crowds, you know. A couple of weeks ago, I had to do a show in front of 12 people. They're all sitting at one table staring at me like I owed them money. And I was really upset, and the owner of the club was like, why are you so mad? I was like, dude, there's 12 people here, man. I mean, I'm a Mexican, I live with more people than that, you know? It's like... So I just moved here to San Antonio. I'm originally from Austin. Yeah, sure, 2 people, my ride, yeah. Hey, did you guys know that there's actually a flight that goes from San Antonio to Austin? Did you guys know that? If you have 7 minutes to kill, I highly recommend this flight. It is so cool because the stewardess gets on the intercom. She's like, welcome to Delta Airlines with non-stop service from San Antonio to Austin. Like there's a flight that stops in New Braunfels that we're not aware of. This is the captain. We're going to stop at Buc-ee's and get some beaver nuggets. Hold on a second. I don't like driving up here because there's a lot of cops, you know, and I'm a fast driver. And I'm going to make fun of the police officers, but before I do, are there any cops here tonight checking out the show already? How about security guards with delusions of grandeur? Where are you people at, huh? We got Mexicans in here. I know we got some security guards, you know. Don't be ashamed. Shoot your stun gun in the air. Have a dream, you know. Have you guys ever noticed that cops will ask you the dumbest questions when they pull you over? Don't you want to be a smart aleck? When a cop walks up to you, he's like, why were you speeding? I'm honest. I was like, because I didn't see you. Because there's always somebody going faster than me, you know? You head down I-35, there's cars doing 95, 100 miles an hour. I'm going 10 miles over the speed limit. And I get pulled over? I get mad. Because the cop walks up to me, he's like, son, do you know why I stopped you? I was like, yeah, because you couldn't catch anybody else. And they're even getting lazy now, the police officers, you know? They have those little cameras up on the lights so that when you run a red light, they snap a picture of your car running a red light, and then they send you a picture of your car running the red light in the mail. On the front, it's a picture of your car running a red light. On the back, it's a fine. They tell you, here, pay that. That's not right. If that ever happens to you guys, do the right thing. Take a picture of a check and tell them, here, cash that. Then what do the cops do? They take a picture of handcuffs, send it back to you. I'm just glad to be performing back in front of a Latino crowd, you guys. I was doing shows in Minnesota. That's the wrong border for a Mexican, you know? It's like, it was bad too, you know? It was funny because I called my mom on Thanksgiving, you know? And my mom was upset. She's pure Mexican, so she was mad that I wasn't there for the holidays. You know, I was like, hey mom, happy Thanksgiving. Man, I wish I was there with the family. She was like, you're the one that go tell jokes to white people, whatever. I was like, hey, give me a little bit of love. You don't understand. The temperature in Minnesota is 1. I'm not kidding. She goes, hey, it's better than nothing. And there's no Latinos, you know? I'm doing my shows and I'm trying to find the Latinos. I'm on stage. I'm like, hey, where do the Mexicans here in Minnesota hang out? The cook comes out of the back, olele. It was weird when people up there thought about Mexicans, man. People in Minnesota think that Latinos do the Speedy Gonzalez yell. That we walk around doing that. I was like, Mexicans don't do that. That's white people drinking tequila for the first time. They're the ones. People about Latinos, especially when I'm traveling up in the north where there's not a lot. I always tell them, man, you know, you cannot intimidate a Mexican. Not even the mafia can intimidate a Mexican, you know? If the Godfather put a horse's head in my mom's bed, my mom would just make barbacoa. She'd be like, Mijo, I'm gonna make you a taco you can't refuse. Eat that. My mom, she's so funny, man. I took my mom to Starbucks once because my mom had never been to Starbucks, and there was this little Chinese guy making my mom's coffee, and the Chinese guy sneezed right into her cup, you know? He's like, oh, so sorry, you know? And my mom got so mad, right? She was like, hey, I ordered a cafe latte, not a mocochino. Man, I hope that doesn't come in a venti, man. Holy shit. tell you one of the best gigs that I ever got to do, you guys. I got to go overseas to perform for the U.S. troops, you know, out there in the Middle East. And there are a lot of Mexican-American soldiers in the Army, and I thought, that's cool, you know. You want as many Mexicans on the front lines when we're getting ready to invade a country, because we'll help you get across the border. Man, stick with us on the other side, we'll get a job. It ain't that hard, come on, you know. And it's cool that you guys can laugh about that stuff, you know, because there's a lot of businesses that even realize that it's okay to have fun with Latinos, you know, or any minorities. It's all right. Like Geico. Geico's got a gecko with a British accent. I thought, that's brilliant. Who are they selling insurance to? They're selling insurance to people from England, right? Well, they drive on the wrong side of the road, so those people need insurance, am I right? But think about it, geckos change colors, so why not change the ethnicity of the gecko so you can sell insurance to minorities? Wouldn't that be cool to see an Asian gecko that drives real crappy and causes accidents everywhere he goes? See an Arab gecko driving a car bomb? Allah! And you have a Mexican gecko and he'd be riding the bus because Mexicans don't have insurance. But I just want my friends to understand the Latino culture. You know, one of my buddies called me up after the holiday, you know, good old boy after Thanksgiving. He called me up, he's like, hey man, my family, we put up our Christmas lights already. What about your family? I was like, hey dude, we're Mexicans, bro. We never took ours down today. Hello? Hello? I hated the holidays, man. My family was poor. My mom never bought me nice clothes at Dillard's or Macy's. My mom bought all my clothes at the flea market. And I hated that because I always got imitation designer clothes, you know? Like instead of polo, my mom got me pollo. You ever seen a pollo shirt? You know what it is? It's a little emblem of a chicken riding a horse holding a mallet, you know? I never got new games at Christmas time, but my mom would go to garage sales and flea markets and buy us games that were missing pieces and then combine two of those games to make one game. Like one year we got Monopoly Cheesy. One year we got Sorry Life. Best game we ever got, Operation Hungry Hippos. Remember that? I think it is so cool that there are so many people here to support our good friend, you guys. Clap if you came out with all of your friends tonight. Go ahead, there you go. Man, you guys are lucky that you can hang out with your friends. I can't hang out with any of my friends because all of my friends are comedians. And comedians are the biggest jerks in the world, you know? Because all we want to do is make people laugh, right? We don't care if we hurt your feelings. We don't care if we make you look bad. And this is a true story I'm about to tell you. This is absolutely true. I've got diabetes. And I got diabetes because I'm Mexican. Let's be honest, right? A couple of years ago, I wasn't taking care of myself, you know? In fact, it got so bad that I got a little sore on the side of my pinky toe on this foot, and it turned into gangrene. So they put me in the hospital, and they amputated my toe. True story. So what do the comedians do to make me feel good? One of them showed up with a get well card, and inside a gift certificate for 10% off a pedicure. That showed up with this big frame and inside was the poem Footprints. And there was actually a picture of a foot right on the poem. But the pinky toe had like a circle with a slash through it, you know? I was like, what was that? He was like, I personalized it. I was like, ah! And this is the worst part about being a comedian and not having health insurance. Like 10 years ago, when they put you in the hospital, they charge you full price for everything. You know how much it costs for them to cut off my toe, you guys? I'm not kidding. $20,000. $20,000 to cut off a toe. You know why that made me mad? Because breast implants cost $5,000. You're telling me for the price of cutting off my toe, I could have had 8 chi-chis put in right here? That is utterly ridiculous. ridiculous. You're smart. But I didn't know if that was an ooh or a moo. What else is going on? Oh, you guys, guess what? Look, recently I got married. Check that out, huh? To a girl. I knew she was the perfect girl for me because she's got 11 toes. I told her, you complete me. But we're at that point, you know, we're married, we've only been married for like a year now, you know? And we're at that point where we're having these goofy little things. Like we started arguing over something that's never happened. Have you guys ever had that happen? Any of you? We got into an argument about the lottery. It was just $450 million, right? And my wife goes, what would you do if we won $450 million? I said, wow, I think I'd open up a comedy club. And she's like, ooh, I'll help you. I was like, no, you won't. And she's like, why not? I was like, because then we won't have any fun, you know? You're going to be charging all my friends. I won't be able to give away drinks to everybody. You're going to, you know, just ruin all the fun. And she got mad. She's like, oh, what? I'm not good enough to help you run your comedy club? Is that what you're saying? You don't think I'm smart enough to help you run your stupid little comedy club? Huh? Are you going to charge me because I got like millions of dollars now? I was like, dude, we didn't win. We didn't win, and there's no money, man. There's no comedy club. There's no chairs. There's no tables. None of it is real. And she's like, you know what is real? The sex you're not going to be getting anymore. That's what's real. But she's cool. I love her to death, man. I met her the old-fashioned way, the Mexican way. I stalked her. A lot of people go, did you meet her on the internet? I didn't do that. Does anybody here got the guts to admit that they met their wife or their husband on the internet? Any of y'all? It's like, no, what? We're Mexicans. We don't have computers. I don't know. You can't get eHarmony at the library. I don't know. If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do ads for the internet and dating, do it right. Don't lie. Because when I did my ad back before I got married, I told it like it was, you know? Stand-up comic with 9 toes and a dream. Looking for a woman with high credit score and low self-esteem. Please, no foot fetishes. I'm just glad my mom liked her, man. Because my mom's pure Mexican, man. She's one of those mothers like there's nothing wrong with her, so she'll read self-help books to diagnose my problems. Right? I know I was visiting my mom one time, and she's reading this book, and she's like, Mijo, do you know what bipolar is? I was like, bipolar? Bipolar, a bear that goes both ways? She got on that, she's like, oh, that's your problem, mijo. You're codependent. You always rely on other people to do things for you. That's not good. I have a book up on the shelf. You need to read it. I was like, okay, go get it for me. Sorry, I didn't mean to make some of you think on that one. That was rude. But you don't make a Mexican mom mad, man. I'll never forget when I took my now wife to meet them, my parents for the first time. I remember we got dinner together. Now my mom is my mom. She's not gonna change no matter what. And I remember I finished eating first because I'm fat, right? And my mom told me, Mijo, take your plate to the sink. And I don't know what made me do it, but I looked at my mom and I said, Mom, in a minute. You do not tell a Mexican mom in a minute at her table, man. Everybody freaked out, and you know, my dad looked up, my sister looked up, the cat was walking by, he's like. And my dad knew something was going to go down, right? Because my dad turned into the Mexican Michael Buffer. You know, he was like, listos para los chingazos! But my mom's cool. She gives some of the most incredible advice, you know. I remember before, when I was single, I'm a stand-up comic, and I was always traveling. And it was weird because women were hitting on me after shows, and I couldn't figure out why. That wasn't the funny part. Hold on a second, all right? So I asked my mom, I said, Mom, women are coming on to me after the shows and I don't know why. And my mom was so honest, right? She goes, Mijo, sometimes women get desperate. I was like, what? She's like, Mijo, don't get mad. Sometimes a woman wants to eat a steak, but all she can afford is a Big Mac, and that's you. At least she put it in terms I could understand, you know? Because we never talked about, you know, the sex thing when I was growing up, right? When I was 10 years old, the teachers at school said, go talk to your parents about sex. So I went to my mom, I said, Mom, the teacher told me to talk to Dad about sex. My mom goes, why? He don't know nothing. You're so young and you want to get it wrong already, huh? You want to hear about your dad and sex, mijo? Okay, your dad has sex like an oil change. Yeah, he's in and out in 10 minutes. Then when he's finished, I slap a sticker on his forehead and tell him, come back in 3 months, viejo! And she's telling me to lose weight, you know, she's trying to get me to lose weight. She's going to all those garage sales again. She's getting me old exercise equipment. Like she got me like Richard Simmons, Jane Fonda, buns of steel. I was like, Mom, I don't want buns of steel. My butt is heavy enough just the way it is. She got me a Stairmaster and I was really upset because it was a cheap model. It didn't have a downstairs mode. And she got me a Thighmaster. And let me give you guys, you remember the Thighmaster, the Suzanne Summers thing? You put it between your legs, right? Let me give you all some advice, okay? If you're a large person that sweats a lot, don't use the Thighmaster while you're wearing shorts. Because that's not exercise equipment. That thing becomes a weapon, all right? Not even a warning on the box. I swear, I put it between my legs, and I was just working it, right? And my legs got sweaty, and it went... I had to buy my mom a new cat. It's okay to laugh. Go ahead. It's like you're looking at me like, no, I shouldn't laugh. Maybe he doesn't know he's fat. Maybe he got stung by a bee. I don't mind telling jokes, being, you know, big joke people, fat jokes. There's a lot of people that don't like fat jokes though, you guys. You know that? And they got names for people like that. They're called fat people. They come up to me after a show and they're always mad, sweating heavy, you know, telling me things like, don't do jokes about being fat. You need to become a kinder person. And I got mad. I was like, yeah, well, you need to lighten up. I had to lose weight, man. There are things that I cannot do as a large person that all you little people can do. Things you guys don't even think about. I mean, just once I wanted to sit in a wicker chair. Just once I'd like to buy a t-shirt that has less X's on them than porno movies, you know? Weird things would happen to me. One time I was drinking a Diet Pepsi, and some guy walks up to me and goes, oh, I guess it doesn't work anymore. One time I went bungee jumping in Mexico, man. Those poor kids thought I was the biggest piñata they'd ever seen. I got the crap beat out of me. They didn't get any candy. I mean, we all walked away sad that day. Sir, have you ever checked your belly button for lint? Have you ever done that? Ah, see? She's like, hey, sometimes there's nothing to do on Ray Ellison Drive, right? One time I checked my belly button for lint, I found a dryer sheet. One time I put on a grass skirt, some homeless guy thought it was a hut and tried to move in. It's all fun and games till somebody tries to turn on a lamp, you know? But I had to lose weight, man. Until then, love yourself. yourself the way you are. I tell people that all the time. Love yourself the way that God or hostess made you, whichever one it is, right? I love myself like this. I love myself so much that sometimes I like standing in front of one of those great big full-length mirrors and just looking at myself, naked. It was so cool. But the management at Dillard's was so mad. And that's why I always tell ladies, you know, love yourself the way you are. Love, you know, even if it's a, you know, women don't want big dudes like me. They want a skinny dude, you know, somebody who's not big, somebody like you, sir. And I'm not picking on you, bro. You look good, man. You look good with that Enrique Iglesias beard, you know. Got that medium-sized Paul Bunyan checkered shirt. Sitting there with your tight skin, your normal-sized prostate. I bet you got 10 toes, huh? Show off, yeah. How much do you weigh, sir, if you don't mind me asking? No, now be cocky about it, dude. Be like, 240, dude, you can't see me. That's cool, dude. I used to weigh 240, you know? Then I went into the 3rd grade. Dude, I poop 240 after I go to Golden Corral. That's nothing. Ladies, take a chance on a guy that's almost, you know, 300 pounds almost, man. Making love to me is like being in a rodeo. You stay on me for 8 seconds, you win a belt buckle. You fall off, a little clown chases you away in shame, you know? Pretty girl in the crown, how you doing? Crown lady, hi. Hypothetical question, ma'am. Have you ever, you know, been with a dude my size? I think you have. Because when I asked you that question, I saw a look of fear. I saw that look, and that look says, once you go fat, you never do that again. I think big women are beautiful. I really do. I want a girl that's got a big butt. You guys, a big, juicy butt, you know? The kind of butt that just spreads out like a spilled glass of water on a table. Try it. That is a beautiful thing, man. Especially when that big butt is packed into really tight jeans. That's sexy to me, because she's building up a lot of pressure in those jeans, right? She takes her jeans off real fast, that butt just pops out like an airbag. That is sexy. And if you're sitting in the back seat, it'll save your life. Hey guys, I'm Jesse Benjamin, and thank you guys very much. Thank you guys for coming out. God bless you all. Having fun?
It's just starting.
Did everybody have a good Valentine's Day? Yeah, I was backstage and I heard one of the best pickup lines for Valentine's ever. It was, did you just fall from heaven? Because your face is all messed up. I told you it was good. We had a lot of family and friends here.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Man, this stage brings back so many memories. I'll tell you what, we had so much fun out here. I got involved with the Uriegas family way back. I mean, it's amazing. Mr. U and I go way back to the 70s, the late 70s, when we used to book bands, and we were out there hustling, trying to make a little dollar booking bands. And then in the 80s, played basketball with Rick. In the 90s, hooked up with Tobias and even bought a car from Lee, I think. I don't know, it only lasted about a week or two. And they wouldn't even give me my money back. And then in the 90s, or 2000s rather, Margo. And my association with Margo and the rest of the family was amazing because it still lives today. Margo's son is, they have two beautiful children with my stepdaughter, baby, Juliet in Brooklyn. So she's my comadre. So I'm very proud of her. Now, one thing that she did, back in 2000, whatever, I forget the years, you know. But I got involved with her organization, IUDA, Action United for Entertainment and Diverse Artists. And I was the, I don't know, I had some fancy title, like kind of like Bill Drain. He's had all those titles after his name. But those times changed my life, man. We were out here doing a lot of things for the community, and that's still true today. She gave me the encouragement to start my own organization. It's called Capisa, caring about people in San Antonio. And what we do is random acts of kindness. And I've got a lot of my people out here tonight supporting. So that's what we need to do. We're asking for your support. We're asking for you to, maybe not just tonight, but she's going to need continued support. So we're probably going to be doing a couple of other fundraisers, so please keep that in mind. Those of you that have Facebook, please check the Facebook and we'll get the word out for that. I've got my good friend over here, Russell Filan. Come on out here, Russell. Big round of applause for former Ray Fail. I don't know why they say former, he's still ugly. But you know what, this guy is always, every time we have a charitable event, he's always there with items to donate. In fact, has anybody been to his house? His house is like a museum. You should see all the things he has there. Every room in the house is like a museum. Well, sir, except this bedroom. It's more like a mausoleum. But anyway, Russell, you got something for everybody, don't you?
Yeah, I got some silent auction items. And of course, I want to do these up, down. This is autograph of Tony Parker, all right? It is a real autograph. It comes with the authenticity from my company, Jackson's Collectibles. I named it after my boy. Also comes with a picture of him signing it. So we're gonna start off, say 20 bucks. We'll start off 20, sell it real quick. And then we've got a George Gervin, and then we have a Walking Dead, a couple of photographs, autograph, and then the last thing is my Ginobili, which will be done later on. Right now, anybody 20 bucks? 20 bucks? All right, 20, do I hear 30? Do I hear? We got 20 over there. 30, about 40. 40, do I hear 50? 40, 40 once. You got 50? We got 50, we got two 50s. How about 55? Raise your hand. How about 60? You're at 60, sweetie? All right, 60 bucks. $60 going once. $60 going twice. 65. Yeah, man, right to left. 70? 75? 80? 85? Well, skipped you. 85. $100. Who's got $100? Going once? $100? 110? Do I hear 120? 120? Do I hear 130? 120 going once? 130? 130, do I hear 140? You done? 140 going once? 140 going twice? No, but you're the 140, sweetie! You're the last one. This is how it works. Man, 200 sold! I forgot where I was at. I'm old. Where were we? 150. You were at 140, sweetheart. I don't want to take your money. No, but you have more stuff. This is not the only thing. We got a Ginobili autographed jersey. Bring it. She's got it, man. You must have a good job, sir. Good job. The husband's like, man, I knew I should have gone to an ATM. Hey, no loan sir cards. This has to be cash or a check. 140. Come on now. 140. Next one is George Gervin's a good friend. He's a former Bud King, like Bill Drain and myself. So he signed this for us. and it does come with the authenticity from my little boy's company. Let's start this off at $50. First 50 grabs it. Right here, 50. George Gervin's autograph. Right here, 50. 50 right here, 50. We're going up, right? 60. Right here, 60. 50 bucks. 50. I was going down. 50 bucks going once. $50 going twice. Sold to them. We got one? Oh, okay. Gotta say something. All right, so we're at 60. Do we have 70? 60 going once. 60 going twice.
70!
$70. Do I hear 80? $70 over here. We got 70. Do I hear 80? 80. 70 going once, 70 going twice. 70. You got it. Wow. The last thing. Well, 2 of the Leches have signed this guitar card. 2 of them. And then what I'll do is my card is in it. I will get this signed by Danny Ingalls when he goes back into town. If he makes it. So I'll get the last one signed.
She always wears that hat, but that's so simple. That's how you know it's her. And that's the easiest way to find her at any of these guest events. Every once in a while we confuse her with the mariachi, but she's a lot cuter than the mariachis. But you know, she's got that finances about here. And they gave me a list of some of the former queens that are in attendance tonight. In 2009, we had Miss Dolores Montiel. Where you at, Miss Dolores? I know you're back there. Big round of applause for you. In 2010, when we were involved, it was Delia Guajardo. Miss Delia. Delia's been one of the biggest supporters. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for coming out here and supporting. Of course, from Nadler's, Minerva Nadler in 2011. I saw you out here somewhere. Where were you at? And then the 2015 queen is Mary Jane Padilla. Mary Jane back there from Pueblo Hall. Thank you so much for coming out here and giving us your support. All right, you guys ready for the show to continue? Y'all sound dead. Let's try this again. You guys ready for the show to continue? That's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Channel 5, Great Day SA. This guy has worked with some of the biggest names I've ever had to pronounce, like Agapito San Juan de los Santos Arroyo Seco. That's one of the biggest names. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Roman Garcia!
All right, give it up for Roy Lopez. Always the sweatiest guy in the room. Hey, let's give it up for our auctioneer, Russell Fallant. But thanks for coming out, guys. Again, my name's Roman Garcia. I'm a comedian, I'm an actor. I've actually performed on Broadway. And 35. I was young, I needed the money. But two big round of applause for all the volunteers that helped put this together tonight. They've all been doing a great job. Well, except, let me see, I was supposed to have a chair out here. Where's the stagehand with my chair? Can you hurry up? I just can't get good help nowadays. I want it over here. I just want you to bring a chair. I don't want to sleep with you. No, hold on, wait. I want it over there. No, on second thought, right there's good. Thank you. All right, get over Richard Trevino. Making it work. Funny part is, I didn't need a chair at all. So. What? It's such a... Get on, man. That's just mean, Roman. That's just mean. Really nice to Richard. But like I said, you know, I love being in San Antonio. I love doing comedy. I love working with Great Day SA, the morning show. I think a few of you have seen that, right? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Recession. People are home watching the morning show. You got jobs. Nice. Like it. I enjoy doing television. It was kind of new to me the first time I started doing that. The first day I did the show, they said, "Hey, Roman, you know, hang back afterwards. We kind of want to critique what you did." And I said, all right, so we go to the back office, we're watching the video, and they said, okay, Roman, be sure you're looking at the right camera. Be sure you're smiling more. And if you could be less fat, that'd be great. I don't know. So I'm working on my smile. Because losing weight's hard. It is. I mean, I admit I've gained a lot of weight through the years, you know, but because I've had kids. It has totally wrecked my body. You know, they'll never appreciate it, I'm sure. So, bikini season's coming up. I've actually got 5 kids. I know in San Antonio that's not real impressive. But I figured I'm 3 kids away from my own reality show. You know. Call it Roman is great plus 8, something like that. So. I'm married, have kids, I know, shocker. So, got married people in here tonight? Got some married people? Little post-Valentine's Day date night? Very nice, very nice. How about single people? Got some single people in here? Yeah! Okay. Just a little extra jolt of enthusiasm. I'll assume the others that didn't reply are cheaters. Some cheaters in the back. That's where they always go. They go where it's dark, like cockroaches, man. Turn on the light, they're like, shh. Don't see me. Don't see me. No, no pictures, no pictures. I love Margo, but no pictures. I've actually been married now 20 years. Yeah. And what's funny is when I first met my wife, she didn't like me. She thought I was sarcastic. I was like, whatever, lady. But, you know, I pursued her. Felt she had a thing for me. She did. Once that thing was a restraining order, but once we got past that, we were cool, you know, we were cool. I just went up to her one day and just told her those few little words that every woman wants to hear, right? I have good credit. And here we are, right? Here we are. My wife didn't get me anything for Valentine's Day, but that's okay. That's the way it is, right? It's really more for women, I guess, Valentine's Day, right? Like anniversaries too, right? Like I don't understand. It's like, isn't it our anniversary? And I'm having to take her somewhere and do stuff, right? But it's not easy, right? You know, married people, you know, it's not easy being married, right? You know, when you're dating, that's fine, but then once you get married, little things start to get on each other's nerves, right? Like the way you eat, the way you breathe. You know, little things. And then like you have arguments, and the problem is you have arguments, you don't fight fair because you know each other too well, you know? So like my wife, when she's mad, she makes this really weird, angry face, you know? So she was mad at me the other day, and I'm telling her, I said, hey, quit making that face at me. She goes, I'm not making a face at you, Roman, okay? That's just the face I have, right? It's the face God gave me. That's the face you're gonna see till the day you die. She goes, why don't you stop poking your stomach out of me like that? Not fair! Not fair! You know it's baby weight? And then guys, you know too, that if for some reason you're having an argument with your wife, your significant other, you know the worst thing you could ever do is be nice to some other woman in the room, right? So I'll give you an example. So my wife and I were driving through McDonald's drive-thru, and we were having an argument. And then so I get to the window, and the girl hands me my stuff, and I go, okay, thank you very much. My wife's like, oh, you'll thank her, huh? You'll thank her. You won't thank me, the one that takes care of your kids and washes your dirty chones. You won't thank me. But you'll thank some hood rat you don't even know. I turned the girl, looked at her like, can I still get ketchup, or? She kind of messed that up for us. I don't know what's going on right now. do crazy stuff. They do crazy stuff, you know? Because like when you're single, you can do whatever you want, you know? When you're single, you can like, you can hang out with your friends whenever you want. You can spend money on whatever you want. You know, you can just have joy whenever you want. When you're married, you gotta ask permission for that stuff, right? Like, I'll give you an example. So one night, I'm asleep, I'm having a dream, and in the dream, someone was making me laugh. And I guess I was laughing out loud, and my wife woke me up. Yeah. She started shaking me, wake up, wake up! Who are you with? Tell me who you're with! Crazy lady. A lot of things change when you get married. A lot of things change. Then when you have kids, a lot of things change. When you start having kids, you can't sleep naked no more. Yeah. Try doing that and your kid wakes up with a nightmare, come crying in your room. They leave faster, crying more. Now you're the kukui. They go, no, I had a nightmare. It's a kukui. For real. My kids are funny too. My 19-year-old, he's on a workout kick. He's always coming up to me, Dad, look out me, Dad, look out me. I'm like, get out of my face. So he comes up to me that day, he says, Dad, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, what's up? He said, is it all right with you if I take up smoking? I said, no, of course not. Why not, Dad? Why can't I take up smoking? I said, because smoking is bad for you. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, you know what else is bad for you, Dad? I go, what? He goes, eating too much. I said, yeah, that's true, that's true. I said, you know what else is bad for you? Homelessness, so you might want to shut your face. Right? They're funny. But they're all good kids. They're all good kids. My daughter recently had a birthday, and she don't ask for much stuff, you know. I said, what do you want to do for your birthday? She goes, we're going to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, Chuck E. Cheese? Thinking, only in America can we have a restaurant whose mascot is a rat. I figure, hey, if it works, right? So I'm thinking of opening up my own place. I'm going to call it Ricky Roach's House of Ribs. Kids are free on Wednesdays. Send them home with a little toy roach. So we did that. And then I took her to Build-A-Bear. Anybody ever been to Build-A-Bear? Is that place a scam or what? It's a total scam. Because we walk in there and I said, oh, pick whatever you want, because these bears are like $8, $10, right? Pick whatever you want, babe. Get whatever you want. So she gets this bear. I said, okay, great, let's go. And they're like, hold on, sir. We gotta stuff the bear. I'm not gonna send you home with a floppy bear. It's not a bear kerchief, you know. It's thank you to 4 people that get that. So we're over there and they start stuffing the bear, right? They start stuffing the bear, and that's when they start to sell you. And they say, well, you know, sir, you can get this thing that you put in the bear, and every time your daughter hugs it, it'll say, I love you, you're my best friend. My daughter's like, I want my bear to say I love you, it's my best friend. So how much is that? Oh, it's only $12. All right, fine, put it in the bear. So they put it in the bear. Okay, let's go. Thank you very much. They go, hold on. Don't you want clothes for your bear? I'm not gonna send you home with a naked bear, sir. This ain't no Winnie the Pooh. We put pants on our bears right now. So I buy clothes for the bear. I leave, that bear wound up costing me $60. So you know what that means, right? No quinceañera. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. So, they're funny. My 13-year-old said, Dad, I want a cell phone. I said, I'm not gonna pay for you to get a cell phone. He goes, no, I'm gonna pay for it myself with my own money. I said, well, how are you gonna do that? Because I'm gonna start my own business. So what are you gonna do? because I'm gonna bootleg DVDs. It's all cool about it. He says, I'm gonna call it Netflix. Catchy, but no. So they're, like I said, they're a lot of fun. And like I said, you know, the kids are, like I said, they're all good kids. Because like my friend, I guess her son was having a birthday recently, and I heard her on the phone talking to him. You know, she's getting all mad. And she's like, Mister, you better quit being so spoiled. You better cut it out. I'm gonna slap you the next week, and you're gonna be saying hello to me from yesterday. I was like, man, that is a confusing threat. So you just threaten that kid with time travel or something. I don't even know what that's all about. What happened? She goes, well, it's his birthday coming up. He's telling me all this expensive stuff he wants. You know, he wants all these t-shirts like from Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister, and those are like $75 t-shirts. I said, that is crazy. I told her, all my kids get to wear a Guess. Try and guess which Walmart I bought that t-shirt at. You see, we got Sam's Choice food. What makes you think? They're fun, and like I said, my wife, I make fun of my wife because she does ridiculous things, but no, she's great. But she's funny though. My wife's funny. You know, she's a good mom. You know, try to raise the kids right, but every so often she'll say something crazy. You know, like well, we were watching. Me and my son were watching Conan the other day, the newer one. You know, I was kind of watching on TV. My wife's sitting there, and there's this fight scene with Conan, and my wife says, "I hate when they change it in the movie and they don't keep it like the way it is in the Bible." You think Conan's in the Bible? No, you're right. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. That was Hercules. Where did you go to church? Where did you grow up? Oh my goodness. I waited for her to say, oh, it's an Incredible Hulk. He's in the Bible. He's there with Jesus. You know. So funny. And it's funny too, like when you know, and moms, you probably know this, if you have boys that have started dating, you know, you like hate the girl that they're dating, right? Like just, they had it like my mom, when my mom first met my wife, like she didn't like her at all, like she didn't like her. Especially my wife's like, I don't cook, and my mom's like, especially a Mexican mom, what? So, yeah, but she kind of grew on her, you know, she kind of grew on her, so. And my mom's funny, my mom was a single mom, you know, raising me, and so she used to really try to instill in me, you know, a lot of things, and to be independent, and be strong. And I remember one day she sat down with me. She says, "I need to talk to you, mijo." She says, "I need to talk to you because, you know, in this life, it's tough. You know, life is tough, and you got to be tougher. In this life, it's either sink or swim, it's live or die, it's survive or perish." I was like, "Mom, I'm 5 years old. I don't even know what the word perish means." Just, you know. She's funny though, my mom. My mom, we recently got her new cell phone. She doesn't really know how to use it. So we were at church the other day and I just started playing Brick House. I thought it was kind of cool, actually. And, but my mom's learning to text. Does anybody have a parent that texts them? It's the worst, right? Because they don't do it right. Yeah, so my mom sends me a text the other day. It says, "I love you, mijo. LOL." I was like, LOL? So you didn't mean it or what? I'm sorry, I thought I meant love out loud. Sweet. Then she gets mad at me. She's like, you know, she goes, you never call me. Your brothers, they talk to me every day. I was like, yeah, it's because they all still live with you. I moved on in my life, you know what I'm saying? she gives me marriage advice. She tells me, you know, you gotta take your wife out. You gotta do all this stuff, and I do. I try to keep it fun and interesting. I try to take my wife out different places. I recently went to a concert up near Austin at the Austin 360 Amphitheater. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but it's a big old outside amphitheater, and I had never been there before. But when you go, you have to park really, really far, and they have like shuttles that'll take you up the hill to the amphitheater. And I'm waiting forever for the shuttle, and no shuttles are coming. Well, then I hear someone call me, Roman. I look over. It's this guy I used to work with a long time ago, and he's in a little, like a pedicab. You know, like the bicycle, and you can sit in the back, right? There's a bunch of guys who did, hey, Roman, hey. I was like, hey, what's going on? He goes, hey, man, I haven't seen you in a long time. And, hey, I'll give you a ride up to the amphitheater. I said, oh, okay, cool, thanks, man. So my wife and I, we get into this pedicab. And we start trucking along, we're making conversation, you know, it's just like that. He's like, so how's everything been going? I said, oh, good, how are things going with you? He goes, good. So your daughter doing all right? Yeah, she's getting big. We hit the hill, this went to. All of a sudden, my wife in the back, we're like, and this brother was struggling. Like, his thighs are shaking like that. And my wife's getting mad at me. She turns to look at me, she's like, why are you so fat? I'm grabbing her purse, I'm throwing stuff out. I'm like, really? You need the thick tampons? You need the thick ones? Stuff like this. And so now it's awkward, but so I'm trying to make conversation because other pedicabs are passing us off faster. And I'm like, so man, you keeping busy? He's like, yeah. Good, just part-time job. Just, you know. So then I felt like I should stick a leg out, like to make it lighter. I'm trying to just kind of push it along, like, we're gonna get there, brother. You hang in there, we're gonna make it. You and I are gonna survive. We'll make it. Oh wait, we'll call 911 for some oxygen or something. So we finally got to the top, and I felt bad. You know, we get out, and I'm like, man, dude, thanks, you know. Give him like a tip. I only had like a 5. Like, here. He's like, no, man, he's all tired. He's like this. Let's take a picture for Facebook, man. So go to my Facebook, out there in an album somewhere. There's this guy all sweaty hanging on to me. Top of this thing, so. You guys excited about Fiesta? You know it, it'll be here. I love Fiesta. Gleto and I, we've been on a float before for Fiesta, you know? We had a good time with that stuff. And I love all the stuff with Fiesta. I love going to all the parties. I love going wherever there's a DJ because I'm a people watcher, you know? I like to, especially like when they do the line dancing. I like to watch people do that. It's kind of fun. And I figure it's for people too lazy to figure it out for themselves. You know, just tell me what to do, you know? So, but I thought, you know what? That's a good idea. So I'm thinking of coming up with my own line dance, like for the teens. It's gonna be called You're Old Enough to Get a Job and Slide Out of a House Slide. Kind of go something like this. To the left, get in the car, go get a job. Everybody pay your bills and go to work. Thank you guys, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for supporting Margo too, thank you.
My people. 600? 600? What more than 600? 600? The Cavalier. The first Cavalier came to be dancing in the body. You were here. You were here for us, brother. Big round of applause. Arthur Cavazos, please. Good deal. Arthur, we're done. Sold. Oh, 650, 650, 650, 700, 700, 750, 775, 800. 825. Of course. 815.
Hey, we're gonna put him on Pawn Stars.
815.
Oh, it's right after the...
875.
875.
Big 900. Oh, look, she's asking her friends. Big, can I borrow 500? What's your name?
Let's all pitch in.
900!
900. Whoa! 900.
900.
901.
925.
925. 925.
925 the Cavaliers.
925.
She can have.
Ah, she can have.
Can you adopt me?
Oh yeah. I want to thank Jackson's Collectibles for my son. What a man. Oh my God. I want to thank my son, Jackson's Collectibles, for agreeing to let me take all this stuff and donate it. He's a good son. He's 17 years old, and he's got his stuff together. So thank you, Jax. And go ahead
and I have followed her through her illness and everything that she's been through. And she is truly humbled by this entire event. And all of your thoughts and prayers have truly made a difference in her life. She has asked me to read a letter, a very personal letter, tonight, that I shall begin. She says, "Good evening, everyone. I wanted to personally thank you for being here and supporting me this evening. Each of you have taken time out of your busy Sunday to support me, and I am truly humbled. I am touched by your prayers and special thoughts each and every day. Words cannot express what is in my heart by your thoughtfulness. I know I need to stay strong and positive so that I can fight this dreadful disease. It is not only a harsh treatment, but a long process of chemo treatments, spread out over 12 months or so. Then the maintenance begins. Each of your prayers sustain me. I would like to thank you for donating your hard-earned money to help me during this difficult time of need in my life. Now I wish to thank my angels, all of my nurses who care for me on a daily basis each and every day at Methodist Hospital. Please stand and be recognized for helping me during this difficult time. I believe there are some nurses here. Can I see a show of hands? Please stand up and be recognized. Thank you. She says a special thank you to her nurses. And I will begin by naming each of you who are here tonight. Joe Montes, Kelly Nash, Marina Salcedo, Lori Mulby, Anna Manolis, Maria Olu, and Damian Almandadas, the dietary. And all of my doctors and the rest of the staff at the Methodist Hospital have made this time very special for me. This has been the first experience ever in the hospital for me. I thank the Lord for blessing me with each of you and all you do, as you are my angels. I would also like to thank everyone who has taken time out to organize this event and who have made it all possible, including everyone who has donated so generously tonight. Last but not least, I would love to personally thank Glenda Rodriguez, Roman Garcia, Richard Trevino, and Jesse Pangelini, excuse me, for donating the comedy show to help raise money for me tonight. Please continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers, and I hope to see you very soon. God bless you all. Love you, Margo. Thank you. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you, Priscilla. Okay, Bobby.
They always have to get me out of here early, you know, like, you know, they don't think I use the restroom or what?
Be on standby, be on standby.
This is the part of the show that everybody's pretty much been waiting for. And I have been a fan of this guy since the very, very beginning. We go way, way back. As a matter of fact, here's another guy who I met in radio.
Oh, dude, she sounded sexy. She told me, and this is kind of a little risque, but I'll tell you the story anyway. She said, oh, let's meet over here at Crossroads, Wonderland Mall. And since the station was close by on Route 410, he goes, okay, I'll meet you there. And she says, hurry, because I'm not wearing any panties. I told Cleto, be careful, man, be careful. So he took off. 3 minutes later, he's back at the radio station. I'm going, what up, dude? Because, well, I met her, and now I know why she says she wasn't wearing any panties. I said, what up? They just don't make them that big. Cleto, you know, if you know Cleto, and you know Margo wants us to all come out here and have some fun. That's what it's all about. And Cleto's just one of these guys that is just a superstar in his own right. I mean, he's had HBO specials. You can see him at the HEB specials. He's also, right after this show, giving tickets to Playland Park, which will make it a lot of fun. But a lot of heart and a fine representative of what San Antonio is all about. You see him on WOI, Where's Cleto, and all over the place. A truly, truly funny guy. One of the promises that we both made was, when this guy heads to New York and becomes super famous, I'm going with him. Let's bring him on. San Antonio's own Cleto Rodriguez.
Woohoo! DJ, thank you for the music.
I'm not driving my daughters to
No. All right. All right. Thanks a lot, DJ. I appreciate that music. You could have hummed something at least. You only have one record? How y'all folks doing? All right, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down, it's just me, sit down. All right, give it up one more time for Bobby Lopez and that guy right there. Russell Milan, everybody, Russell. Man, don't leave, I just started, man. Man, don't leave, I just started. Man, don't leave, I just started, man. That's a sad day when they were there, oh, it's him, I'm going home. Oh, all right. Oh, man, let me move this here so y'all can see me. I gotta make this quick, my kids are in the car. This is weird doing a show with the lights on. Y'all are like, it's like, I feel like I'm at a quinceañera. Oh, there we go. All right. There we go. All right. Now I can't see anybody. Put it back on. No, I'm just kidding. How y'all doing? You doing all right? Oh man, we're here for a dear friend of ours, Margo. We love you, Margo, and this is a no-brainer for each and every one of us. I mean, all the comedians that came out here have been donating their time, and well, except for Jesse, that's community service. Roman, he came for the snacks, and Richard has no idea where he's at. He just got out of the home, and so we're walking him around. This is that part, and so again, we're very excited about being here. Thank you. I'll pose. All right. Well, you filming? You're not even taking a picture. Like, I got free. I'm bootlegging it right after this. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I'm very excited about being here right now. I mean, right here. I just literally drove in from Mississippi. I had a gig there last night. I drove over there because my wife booked this gig for me and said I wanted to drive 10 hours over there in Mississippi. When I could normally fly in, and I'm there, but she wanted to spend Valentine's together. 10 hours. And we got our kids with us. So, I mean, we got, everybody's in the car. We're in a rental car, not a van, a car. So everyone's real close, and all I keep hearing is, don't touch me, and that's my wife, and this is Valentine's. So yeah, but I had to make this trip back, you know. It was definitely one I was not gonna miss. And thank you so much for coming out, folks. I really appreciate y'all being here, making a big difference, and making a big difference in my local family. So it's, you know, again, where are my Worst Gletto fans out there? Any Worst Gletto fans? Yeah? Yeah? Nice. 7. That's nice. I appreciate y'all clapping. Hopefully we get the rest of y'all to tune in. It's a little gig we got going on in the morning, which I gotta wake up early in the morning, go do that tomorrow. And so again, if you don't know what it is, it's a man on the street kind of piece. It's something that we did 5 years ago. It's kind of, we started out with people singing for gas cards. Man, you wanna see some funny TV? See somebody sing for a $50 gas card. Sometimes these people, they get so excited and show up, they don't even have their clothes on. Yeah, they come in there joining, and I said, my turn. Did I get here first? Yeah, put your pants on, sir. Ain't nobody else here, it's just us. It's 5 in the morning. And sometimes people won't even brush their teeth. They're like, I want to go ahead and sing Amazing Grace. Why don't we sing Amazing Toothpaste instead? How about that? The Worst Gletto fans, man, I love them. Love them because they're loyal. And they love free stuff. Yes, we do. That's my mom. We love you, Nico. That's my baby boy. Yes, we do. She's like, that's right. We gave out, we did a funny one the other day. We're at Dunkin' Donuts over there on Military Drive, you know, right there by Lackland. No, is it Lackland? Is that the Military Drive? But, what's that? Hamburger Hills? Okay. Hamburger Helper, you know, in the corner, the Hamburger Helper. That one, the Dunkin' Donuts. Somebody told me that, yeah, they put on the screen that it was Northwest Military Drive, and I started getting all these texts that go, hey, let's put a west side right there. Ain't nothing north about that side right there. Let's put a west side, I'm telling you right now. I was in there, this guy, I mean, I'll never forget, I was giving out 4 tickets to the Missions game. What did I just say? Did y'all hear me just say 4 tickets to the Missions game? Did you hear me say Spurs anywhere in that? I had this guy who looked like, man, this dude just got out, you know, he was like, hey, hey, did I get my Spurs ticket? I'm like, no, sir, we don't have no Spurs. Amen! He walked off. And I'm like, sir, don't give up on life, hold on. We had one lady show up, and she was like, in her pajamas, and no shoes, barefooted. Right in the Dunkin' Donuts, she came in and did I get the Spurs ticket? What channel y'all looking at? I go, first of all, I can't give you a gas card and tickets like that. This ain't Survivor, lady. Put some clothes on. We had one guy, I don't know if you saw it, but it was on Fox. I'll never forget, this guy was at Dunkin' Donuts and he fell asleep right behind me. And I remember saying, I got 4 tickets to the missions game, and let me tell you, this is a kind of a really hot item. Everybody's excited. And the guy was like passed out. Monica Taylor goes, I hope his family's not watching. I go, I hope his boss is not watching. But we had the one, I mean, I used to love the, when people would sing for the gas cars, man, that is just so funny. And we had one guy one time, because these people think they're the people they're portraying. We had one guy come up to me and he goes, hey, let me know when it's my turn because, you know, I'm George Strait. I said, you're who? I'm George Strait. First of all, I ain't never seen George Strait in a muscle shirt, cut-off jeans, and chocolates ever in my life with a cowboy hat, you know what I'm saying? George is even pressed on his down day, you know what I'm saying? George Strait could be wearing sweats just with a crease right here, you know what I mean? That boy's smooth, you know what I mean? You don't mess with George. I'm sure his pajamas when he sleeps is just like crease right down the middle. Slippers look like boots, you know what I'm saying? That's what you know, I met some people, that's one person I'd like to meet, George Strait. I'd like to meet him, I have some questions for him. I want to say, how do you sing so good? Because, I mean, I saw your clone over here. This guy said he was George Strait, and I had to hear it for myself. But what made me laugh so hard is he did this on live TV. Like, he was like really excited. Hey, is it my turn? Is it my turn? Sir, calm down. You're not the Grand Ole Opry at the Valero 9836, all right? Calm down. He's like, is it my turn? I go, sir, fine, it's your turn, go ahead. I'm biting my tongue. I'm bleeding. Because I want to make fun of him so bad. Because this is what he does on live TV. Is it my turn? Okay. Amarillo, money. From San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I got on. Bleeding. Because News 4 don't like it when you make fun of them on TV. I found out. So no. Then we had one guy that told me he could sing, he wanted to sing Johnny B. Good. Remember that song, Johnny B. Good? Who was that, Chuck Berry? Was that Chuck Berry? Yeah, he wanted to sing Johnny B. Good. I asked him, okay, sure. This man robbed me of a $50 gas card at 5 o'clock in the morning with no gun. Because he said he could sing Johnny B. Good. And if you sing on camera, even for a second, you gotta get the gift card, you gotta give it away. All I got when the thing came, okay, you're on, sir. This is all I got. Not once did I hear Johnny or Be Good in the whole song. All I got was, everybody going in the hand. That was it. I'm looking at him, I didn't want to let go of the card. You go back and look at the tape. I'm not letting go of the card. I'm like, you got me good. And then the other guy wanted to sing Earth, Wind, and Fire, Shining Star. The Elements, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Shining Star. I said, sir, can you sing the song? I can sing the song. Can you sing the song? I can sing the song. Guess what, folks? He couldn't sing the song. He could sing the chorus, but couldn't sing the song. So when the news started, our anchors pitched it to me. The song started, and this is what I got. And the anchors back there say, he's trying to catch up to the song. All of a sudden, the chorus came and there's, you're a shining star, and who you are, and trying to see. Trying to see is not even the lyric in the song. This guy's making up his own music. My favorite segment in all of Worst Plethora, hands down, is when I get a chance to work at a Mexican restaurant drive-thru. Oh, I love it. Because we have a camera right there, and I work the cash register, and you never know what's gonna come out of my mouth. Oh, we had one guy come through, and he goes, "Can I have 3 bacon and egg tacos?" I said, "Sir, I'm gonna give you 3 lettuce wraps because San Antonio's going through an obesity problem, and I'm trying to help out, all right?" And the camera's on him, and he's like, "What? What'd you say? Lettuce cake? ¿Qué pese con lettuce? What do you say? Is that special? Is that a special?" I said, "Sir, lettuce wraps, healthy, we're looking out for you, okay?" "What? What are you saying about the lettuce?" "Sir, healthy, we want you to be healthy, okay? Lettuce wraps, we don't want you to get a heart attack or fat." He pauses, and then he says this, "Well, put beans in them. Put some hot sauce and chile on top. Put cheese." San Antonio right there, boy. Like I'm refreshed. You want something? I got a special on lettuce, I don't know. And then I found out though, you don't make fun of people, you don't mess around with people's breakfast tacos, man. People get mad, they get mad. Like, there was this one lady, she came through and she goes, because understand something, San Antonio, we run on 3 things and 3 things alone. Breakfast coffee, breakfast tacos, and Spurs. That's it, that's how we roll. That's how we roll right there. I tell you what, this one lady came through and she goes, "Can I have 4 potato and egg tacos?" I said, "Ma'am, is the other person in the car with you?" She goes, "No, I'm picking them up." I go, "Can you go wake them up? Because we have a 2 per person limit." When did y'all start that? Last night at 8 o'clock, we had an emergency meeting. We put it on Facebook. You don't read our Facebook or what? I don't read your Facebook. And the owner was right there like, "Hey! What are you doing?" The guy behind me was even more mad. He goes, "Can I have 2 carne guisadas with cheese and a large tea?" I was like, tea. His face is like this. "No! 2 carne guisadas with cheese and a large tea." Oh, this dude, and he drove off. The owner was like, "Get out of here!" I had to buy a lot of tacos. Well, News 4 had to buy a lot of tacos that morning, let me tell you. We had one lady come through, and bless her heart, man, bless her heart. She comes through, she goes, "Can I have 3 bean and cheese tacos?" I said, "Ma'am, our tortilla lady called in sick, so I'm gonna give you wheat bread instead, is that okay?" She goes, "Are you serious?" I go, "Better yet, ma'am, if I give you $20, can you run real quick to H-E-B and give me a 20-pack of flour tortillas?" She goes, "Okay." Bless her heart. I told this one lady, I said, "Ma'am, if you name me 5 active players on the Spurs roster, I'll pay for your breakfast." I got things. I got things. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, David Robinson, George Gervin. I said, wow, man. When's the last time you saw a game? What's this, your all-star team? Gervin hasn't played since '78. My favorite one though. Oh, this one really was hilarious. We had a guy come through and he only spoke Spanish. And he had a list, like he was ordering for the fellas at work. And he was over there and he was like, "¿Quiere cuatro carne quesada con queso, cuatro barbacoa, cuatro chicharrón, cuatro pavo huevo?" I go, "Sir, are you saying you want to try our pancake special?" "No, no quieres panqueques. Tacos. Cuatro chicharrón, cuatro carne asada, cuatro pavo huevo, cuatro..." I go, "Oh, I think I know what you're saying. You want some crepes?" "No, no crepes. No panqueques. Tacos. De chicharrón. He felt like if he yelled, it was gonna make it any better. So I go, "Oh, I know what you're saying. You want to try our biscuits?" "No biscuits. ¿Quieres tacos de flor?" "I'm sorry, sir. Flor called in sick. You have to come back on Monday." The only English he knew was, "Let me speak to the manager." But I love the gig, man. I love it. It's awesome. I mean, we've been on News 4 for about 5 years, and we just got on with Fox about a year ago, which is really cool too. And I tell you, man, it's awesome. But my first time, you know, it's interesting because they tell you when you're interviewing somebody, I messed up so bad. Man, I messed up so bad. You put me in a crowd like this, man, I'm steady as a board. But you put me in front of a camera guy, and it's just me and him, and there's no audience, and comic don't like you know what I mean? Because we feed off of you know what I mean? It's just, we go off of what you laugh, we go more, you know? And there ain't nobody listening or laughing, you know? Like, My first day, Liz is a dear friend of mine, Liz, who used to work with me, and you know, she's now moved on to bigger, better things. No, Liz is a good friend of mine. Liz remembers, I mean, my first time, man, I tell you what, I mean, is this what they said? They basically got me and said, let's put a comedian on TV, make it funny, and fly. If they like you, we'll keep you, if not, you're gone. I was like, first of all, when they had me there, my first interview, was interviewing the guy who takes down the Christmas lights on the Riverwalk. Big assignment, who cares? And I'm interviewing this guy, and I was so nervous. My first time on TV, I was so, if you go back and look, you see, wow, he was awful, you know? It was so, I was like, This guy's dressed up, looks like Go Diego Go in his gear and everything. And most of the comedians, we like to leave on a big note. We like to leave on the big laugh, and you know. But for tonight, it's a different kind of day. It's a different kind of night. I want to thank all the comedians that you know came out tonight. Give them another big round of applause. Okay, not so much. I don't want to get a big head. But you know, I got to say, you know, this night was definitely going to happen, and I want to thank Rick for including us. But for myself, Margo has been a very big supporter of mine from day one, and not only that, but she has also been around to help me any which way she can. I've never met a more generous and caring person to go out of her way to make stuff happen, and you know, to see the love from all of you guys here tonight. Really, you know, it's something else. It shows the character that she has as a person. And for us to go ahead and be here tonight with her not even being here, but it just feels like she's here. This place, you know, this is just, when I come out here, this is what we've been here. We've been the piñatas in the barrio. I mean, we had some of the best time, I mean, with the dad and brothers, and I found out they got more brothers. It's like the Jackson 9, they just pop up everywhere, man. It's like, good night. And you got another family member, man. It's like, for real, we was in the car, we ain't got them out, you know? But, you know, Margo has been just such a great inspiration for a lot of us. And as far as the entertainment, she goes and does anything possible that she can in her own power to go ahead and make stuff happen. I've seen her move stuff, I've seen her shake stuff, I've seen her, do whatever she can to make this happen. She took something that she believed in and made it something for everybody, not just for herself. The one thing I realize and I care about the most is the fact that she's never been selfish. She's been able to get so much given of herself. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's been times when I was able to help, and there's times when I just was out of town or I was doing something, but she always was there for me, no matter what. And I just want to say, Margo, I don't know where the camera guy is or whatever, but you were definitely not missed because we feel you here tonight. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being that support in my corner, no matter what I was doing. Thank you for always inviting me and including me. I appreciate you and I love you dearly. And get well, we're praying for you. And God is good, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much, guys. We want comics, come on up back over. Let all the comics come up here. Did Richard go back to the home?
It's on the bus.
Miss Latina, come on up. We're gonna do a raffle. Come on up here, guys. Okay. Where's Bobby? Is Bobby back there? Is he coming up?
Yeah, he's coming up.
Roman, stop flirting, all right, come on. All right.
It's being filmed.
So make sure, make sure to catch us in the morning. Roman's on Great DSA, another channel. Channel 5, 9 o'clock.
Be sure to add our Facebook.
That's right.
We like Facebook because it's free, so
That's right, and we got a lot of stuff happening. Bill Drain is going to be helping us out with another project we got for Leches, so we're very excited about that. And again, there's another, we have an honorary Leches tonight, which is Jesse Pangolini, who filled in for Dan. He did awesome. And Richard, well, if it wasn't for him, I would not be here tonight. He was my ride. Thank you for Richard. So we're going to go ahead and do the drawing now. So if you can get your red tickets, guys, and you can turn the lights on, guys, we'll go ahead and have this, folks.
There were no cheaters.
Yeah, no cheaters.
Eventually,
And now this man's with a camera, so if y'all have warrants, you might not want to be here right now. Again,
Silent auction.
Silent auction. Oh yeah, silent auction. It's ending in 5 minutes, so you get a chance to go out there and get your final bid in. Okay, after the winner of this here, we're gonna go ahead and have the camera pan to you guys, and then we all say hi to Margo, okay? Also, can y'all bring my, where's
your table set up? Table's out front. Table set up.
We're set up already?
Okay, cool, never mind.
We're sold out.
We're sold out, nice.
Stolen.
All right, this is Roy Lopez Jr., everybody. Give him a big round of applause. Roy Lopez Jr. Okay, Mr. Dave. You got the number?
Okay, so the number is 127599.
Is there a name on the
Richard King.
Huh? King?
King.
Thank you. Donate it back.
Donate it back.
Yes. Actually, you already have one at the house. So I'm gonna go ahead and donate it back. Live auction? Live auction or pick a ticket?
Here, I'll hold it.
Yeah.
100. I will start off with $100. I'm going to donate it back. I want to thank Tito's.
And I might come to your house and play a little song. So.
No, don't, please. $100. We got 100 right here. Right here, 125. 125 right here, 150. 200. Raise your hand at 200. All right, we got 200 right here, 225. Dude, you're at 200 already. It doesn't work that way. Oh, you're at 225 right here, 250. 225, 225, going once. How much?
A little bit of this.
I was at 225. You're at 230? 250. Okay, 250. Hey, I don't hear. All right, we got 250. 250 right here. 260 going once. 250 going twice. 200. How much? 275. Beto, are you sure? No Lone Star card. 275 for Beto. 275 going once. 275 going twice. Sold for 275. Yeah. And this wasn't rigged. I bought like $100 worth. My odds were good. Thank you for doing that. It was great. Thank you for picking my ticket. I'll pay you $20 for doing that. And Rick.
I want to thank you for coming out tonight. And we're going to do one more thing, if you don't mind. We've got the camera going. We'd like everyone to say in unison, "We love you, Margo." Where's the camera guy at? Are you ready, camera guy? Can you please? Okay, this time can you please stand up? Stand up. Stand up for our national anthem. Oh, okay, you already heard that one. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. The count of 3. And the cameras where the light is. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. We hope you had a great time. And good night.
Hey Margo, we wish you could be with us tonight. Everyone's showing a lot of support. We give you our love and kisses, and we'll be talking to you soon, baby. Get well.
Okay, Margo, we're here again to do whatever it takes to ensure that everything's going to work out fine. And some of these ugly bills and financial stuff is no worry about, okay? So hang in there. We love you so much, and everyone is having a good time working this, because it's not work, it's all love. Right, Bonnie?
That's right, it is.
All love. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you, baby.
Hello, Margo. How you doing, sweetie? This is Mr. U, the one and only Mr. U in town, man. The icon of the West Side. Here I am at the downtown West Side theater, Guadalupe Theater, Margo. We're having a good time. We had a bunch of people. I met, I don't know, so many of your friends are all here, wishing you the best, and they're praying for you, and they just come over here and just enjoying themselves, and I know you're going to be okay. And they can hardly wait, Margo, to see you again where you're supposed to be, right here with us, having fun, having a good fun, enjoying, and helping the community, and doing everything you want to have your dream come true. And we're going to do it right here in the West Side, Margo. All your friends are here, so you hurry up, be strong, and get well, and come and let's party. See ya. I don't want to be you, your daddy, Mr. You. Bye. So you'll go to
This is Dolores Montiel, your piñata queen. I love you, and I'm praying for you that you get better.
How we miss you. I love you.
We love you, Margo.
Okay, love you, Margo. Miss you. You'll soon be with us. I know it. Alex.
Hi. Got some word from Margo? Margo, hi Margo. Love you, miss you. Wish you were here.
Get well soon, Margo.
We're here for you. We love you.
We love you, Margo. Get well soon. Come home soon. We love you, Margo. Please get well.
Hi, Margo, sweetie. I miss you. I love you. Just like I told you the other day when we met. I'm going to try my best. But you know what we talked about. But I'll be there for you, whatever you need, whenever you need me. I love you. Get well soon. We need you back.
Yes, sir. Margo, miss you. Wish you well. Wish you were here. Love you very much. Hey, Margo. Remember me? The Duke of Hazard? Yeah, it's just me. Hey, listen.
I know that you're a God-fearing woman, and I know you're going to beat this. It just takes a little bit of medical findings that will cure this, what you have. Listen, we're here for you. Everybody here is for you. So get well soon. God bless you. Sonny.
Amen to that. Margo, hope you get well. God loves you, and always believe in God, and He'll get you wherever you want to go in life, and you will get well and healed. We love you, Margo. God bless you.
Hi, Margo. We wish you a speedy recovery from Henry and Brenda Pena. God bless you.
Hey, Margo, I know your dad. I hope you get well soon. Thanks, Henry and Brenda Pena.
Together. We love you, Margo.
Love you.
Love you, Margo.
We love you, Margo. Keep your spirits up.
Mr. Ray Fail,
Hi, Margo.
Hi, Margo.
I'm thinking about you, praying for you. We're enjoying this great night for you, and we hope you feel better soon. And we're keeping you in our prayers. Love you. Bye.
Love your son John. He's awesome.
Margo, we had a great night. We had a fun turnout. Everybody came out showing their love and support for you, and Beto and I, we did okay. So we're glad we could do it, and I hope you get well soon. I'm gonna stop by and visit you, and we'll come do our set for you at the hospital and make you laugh there. So we love you.
All right. Give me the count. Hey, Margo. It's your cousin Charlie. We missed you so much.
Yes,
Wish you were here.
Yes, we miss you.
We'll see you soon.
Yes, we will. Hang in there. I love you.
See, there's Carla right here.
Hey, Margo, we're here to have a good time and all for you. It's all for you, honey. We love you and we miss you, and we'll see you when you get home. Yes. Hi, Margo. Love you.
$30.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Margo. Well, hoping that you get back real soon. We know you will be back real soon, so we'll be waiting to see you.
Get well soon.
Hi, Margo. Get well soon. We love you. This is all for you.
Get well.
Yeah, take a picture now. Get better, Margo. Take a picture now. We'll always be here. Okay, right here.
Hey, Margo, soda water, get better. I need a job. Get better, Margo. We'll do it.
God bless.
All right, thank you.
What's the rest? I don't know it. And if you make me a peanut butter sandwich. That's all we know.
That's all we know. My God.
Margo,
I love you, baby. Hey, Sea Island tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Sea Island. Extra shrimp. Oh, got That's what she wanted. I called her today. What do you want? Great. She said Sea Island.
Fantastic.
That's it.
Hi, Margo.
Hey, Margo. Let me tell you something. This was fantastic. We had a fantastic time. The guys went all out for you. I got an opportunity to go out there. Hopefully, if they filmed it, you'll see that. But just want to say we love you. Want you to get better as quick as possible.
Yes, we do. Our girls are waiting for us, Brooklyn and Juliet. They need us. They need you. They need me. They need Roy. Come home, girl. We need you. Love you.
Take care. We love you.
Bye.
Photobomb. Baby, I fucking want the guitar back. And it's going back. And we're going to make money off of it. It's all about you, baby. I'll see you tomorrow with Sea Island food. Extra shrimp.
Hello, Margo. Thank you so much for everything that you've done and everything that you've done to support our organization. We love you very, very much. And I just want to send you lots of hugs and kisses. Missing you.
Hi, Margo. This is Crystal Diaz. Once again, we want to thank you for all of your support for not only the Miss Latina San Antonio organization, but for Danza Vida de San Antonio as well. You're a beautiful friend of mine. You're in our prayers, and we're wishing you the best, and we're going to be here to support you to help you pull through this. So we love you, and we hope to see you soon.
Hi, Margo. We miss you. We love you, and we know we'll see you again very soon. Thank you for everything. God bless you.
That's what I was going to say. Bye, Margo.
Thanks, bro.
We love